And we're back! So, there was one thing we've changed now. I had to change the way we're recording so that I can bring up the game files periodically, because the game updates the files as you go through, and I want to be able to show them what gets added. So, we'll be having a little look at that every once in a while. Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know what I might be looking at, but we'll see.
Yeah, you'll see. Things get added in.
So.
Yeah, things get added in, so don't worry about it. Okay, so who are we reading the poem to first?
I reckon we should do our Big Cupcake Master, the one that's been reading manga with us.
Yeah.
Why not?
I told Natsuki I was interested in our poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I share mine with her first. Okay, well, let's start with things I don't like. First of all,
you.
Your face! The fact you keep throwing books out the window! Natsuki rereads my poem. Oh yeah. Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing this in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's pissed off that you wrote an okay poem.
What a bit.
Tiny cupcake bin. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it. Ah! Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she likes my poem. In any case, you still haven't shown me yours, right? Or, fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me do it if I don't.
I thought the poems were massive, not
No!
that. Wow.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it.
That was shit.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I told you that you weren't really gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But it's just the point of poems for people to express themselves. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less vivid. Yes, exactly. What?
I don't know.
I don't get poems, but
Here, Dad. Do we get to read our own poem at any point?
I don't know.
Is that in the files?
I don't know. I think it's just their stuff that gets out there,
Right.
but I don't know for sure. We will have to check. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did.
I thought the last line was quite dull from it.
Yeah, that's what it's meant to be though.
No, as in like... The whole thing, you're waiting for a rhyme, you finally get it, and it should have ended on the rhyme.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though, she did that on purpose, so that it falls flat.
Yeah, but it's a stupid ending. I don't like it.
Okay. There's a Fall Out Boy song that they set up for a rhyme in it, and I've never hated a song as much in my entire life.
Really?
Yeah, because it's one of like their classic songs, it's really good, and there's just this one bit in the first verse that they line up for a rhyme, and they don't, and I fucking hate it.
Well, there's like a good thing in, you know, Eminem song, Stan.
No.
No?
No.
You're kidding me.
No.
You've not heard Stan?
No.
Oh my god. Wait, I gotta get lyrics up just so that I can
Oh, sweet Christ. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading this while you find that.
There's a, like, rhyming scheme that he does, and then you expect more, but he cuts it flat, but it works so well.
Oh, Christ.
How have you never heard it?
Anyway, for the record, you can't sing this.
No, I won't.
That's fine. If you're gonna, you have to sing it like a little anime girl. I guess more went in it than I realised. That's what I was meant to. That what it means to be a pro. Snagglefang. Oh my gosh, realize how weird her eyebrows are as well. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, wow. I like how she dyed them.
I'm glad you. What?
How she dyed her eyebrows.
She didn't. That's actually her colour. That's the whole point.
It's not her colour. She's dyed her hair.
I'm
Your
glad-
hair's not naturally pink.
I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I saved the humour with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take it away from her. Okay, who should we share the poem with next? Do your thing, let's hear it.
Okay, wait, I'm meant
Should
to...
you just let me hear the song later on?
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah, we'll do
Okay.
that.
But it's when he's building it all up and he's got great rhymes and he said, if I have a daughter, guess what I'm gonna call her? I'm gonna name her Bonnie. But the whole rhyming before it all works up so well, then he drops to Bonnie and then he picks the rhymes back up after that, but it's so effective.
Okay. Right, who should we show it to next?
Let's do our main bitch that we walk home with, Sayori. This is a good poem, Jake. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course! It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right.
That was horrifying.
But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Yeah, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Jake. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things.
Sayori.
Trying new things like this for other people.
Like, on the surface you're a selfish cunt, but deep down you're alright. Fuck you, Sayori.
That's something that only really good people do. Thanks,
Sayori. Bitch.
I like your tone as well. Thanks, Sayori.
She's backhanded complimented us. Fuck you, bitch. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. I've got to ask, what the fuck is with that tie? What is the point of that tie? Anyway.
I thought a lot about it. Same with the bow, because that's meant to be for hairbands, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think that hairband's doing anything for her hair.
Solid point. It might just be a bow. Okay. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? This will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. It's sort of like a threat. We'll see about that.
With the cracked knuckles after.
Let's do this.
Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, it's your poem.
Alright. Wait, but you're meant to be reading my poem. Anyway, it's fine. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like I'm... Oh my god. It makes me feel like you missed me. Kiss my forehand to help me out of bed. Forehead, not hand. That would make 0 sense. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I like that ending. That's a good one.
Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night. Was you on assignment? Or was it?
No, it's Monica.
Ah, right.
Monica's in charge. She's the bossy cunt.
Well.
That's me.
Oh, shit.
Well, at least that makes me feel better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line. Oh, crap.
Oh my god. I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky, can't you hear?
Oh god. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
That was so much fun.
I really want to get you doing this with my ringtone.
Monica's the best. It's your ringtone.
Yeah, you should get every time I get a text. You go,
Don't do that. But next time I won't forget.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess look forward to it.
Shh, cutscene.
Alright.
Right, I reckon we could do some Yuri.
Yeah.
Save Monica till last.
Oh god, yeah. You stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
I hate this. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine, don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah? Why do you ask?
I'm
'Cause of
just
shit.
making sure.
Just making sure you're not actually this terrible.
I guess that might be... What? I guess that might be after reading through it.
I guess so, I mean.
Alright.
First time. Oh, so it's that bad?
No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. No, she didn't. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It may take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think that the most noticeable thing I recognise in new writers is that they try and make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanour totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even in a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them part to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but that all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. No, everyone's just sucking up Mars.
Exactly, yeah.
Natsuki can be a little bit biased though.
They're gonna get progressively worse, so we get like Natsuki's like all about it, and Sayori's like, yeah, it's pretty good, and then she's like, oh, well, this is what you need to work on, and we walk over to Monica, she just slaps us.
Fuck.
Biased? Her.
Well, never mind. I should be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologising to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
I prefer that you didn't. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which, itself, is kind of funny. After all, this is supposed to be a literature club. Okay. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calms breathing air to the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Cut. Thanks, love. That was weird.
That was a waste of my time.
It's like, well, that was awful.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
Hey, look, a paper airplane. What? I wasn't thinking of that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Ah, I don't really read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Eh? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
I can't be asked reading those, so please don't hand me them.
Exactly, don't start. I'm really glad you like it. I like how she just perks her breast up.
I don't think that's what she was doing.
She just went. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to give a little something more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Jake, if you paid attention.
God! Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you only did glance over it after all. But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her past, remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing.
It's a lot more solemn it's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on those things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Kinda weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do Monica's one next time.
Next time, I think we should just do it now.
You wanna get it now? Alright, let's do it.
Let's power it,
keep
all
going.
four.
Alright, fine, let's do it. That's fair.
Having a good time so far?
Yeah?
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening.
How about a book throwing contest?
Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, we'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow
That's me.
until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
Not really. Your eyes creep the shit out of me. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. I hate that.
Don't worry, Jake. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's sort of a barrier that we all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like it, Jake.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
That's because it's not for you, bitch. Oh, jeez.
That's literally your reaction.
Oh, Christ.
That's usually what you'd say. No. It kind of makes you think about something that Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too. So, take that as a compliment.
Aha.
What was that laugh?
Pretty very obvious.
Yep. By any chance have you read something by Shel Silverstein?
Yeah. Maybe a long time ago.
He's famous for telling all types of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, and even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. Oops. Happily still find they're cute, so...
Yeah, I suppose. So you're saying that Natsuki's kind of like that?
Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it'd be your kind of poem to explore.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So, don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
He did it back.
It's because you back-clicked on it.
No, it's not back-clicking.
No, because you went to Jake, back to Monica, back to Jake.
Oh, right, yeah.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now?
Not really.
Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. What? Okay.
She's the president, that's sound confident.
Yeah, but she's not confident in her own poems.
Yeah, fuck it.
doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
Yeah. I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh, sweet Christ. There's yours.
Alright. Hole in the wall.
Just hole in the wall.
Hole in the wall.
Hole in the wall.
It couldn't have been me. C. The direction the spackle protrudes. Oh, careful there. A nosy neighbour, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. I already already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I was going to say chaos.
I know.
A hole of infinite choices. I realised now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Ignore how bad I was at reading that. You could have got it better, but you came to see us, so you're obviously hanging out with this terrible reading.
Yeah. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. So I'm not really the right person to ask about it for feedback.
It's okay.
It sounds like a bicycle stopping.
Like a bad break.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of style has got pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful, except when I read it because it's terrible.
I wouldn't call it powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of empathy recently. Epiphany recently? Oops.
You know what epiphany is?
Yeah.
Go, just major.
From The Simpsons.
Weird.
Yeah.
An epiphany?
Oh, yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, but it's kind of coming on strongly. Yeah, you know in the Simpsons movie?
Mm-hmm.
You see that one?
Yeah.
When he's in the snow and he's in like the igloo or
oh,
something.
yeah. You have to have an epiphany, yeah.
Yeah. Is that when it's like, the end, to be continued instantly or something?
No.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that.
I mean, it was...
That movie was terrible, to be fair.
Yeah, looking back it was. But it was quite different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you're trying so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make it... Oh.
You're making any progress.
Oh, I couldn't read that fast.
Sorry.
Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy up later. Another way to think about this: if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. Alright. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
The fuck is this, a kids show?
Nowadays though, you just gotta type it up. If you have your finger on the A button for too long, you're just gonna have
I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up with theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language?
Eh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy. Oh, it's fine. Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Yeah? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Jake did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my own writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Jake liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realise you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not why. You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Jake appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours.
Huh? How do you know you didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my own way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everything okay?
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Jake started showing up.
Natsuki! Natsuki. Close enough. Oh, it's fine. This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly both girls turned towards me, as if they noticed I was standing there.
And trouble entailed.
Yeah.
Jake! She just made me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Jake.
But wait. There's a reason we have so many deep, expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not unnecessarily limiting yourself. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, Jake? Well...
I didn't get dragged into this in the first place. It's not like I know anything about writing. Whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. What do we do?
See, it's hard because we've done our poem for Natsuki.
Yeah.
But Yuri's not keen on us. But if we want to make everybody like us... Then again, Natsuki's quite a wee moody thing, isn't she?
The thing is, we haven't actually leaned towards either of them particularly at this point. This is the first part that you actually get to kind of shift in
right,
one of
so
our
can we
groups.
just go, help me, Sayori?
Yeah, but I think everyone just dislikes you a bit more after that.
Oh.
I don't think the Sayori one actually helps all that much.
Well, we did base our poem
It just stops
on
you having to
Natsuki,
choose one
so
of
it
them.
makes sense.
Just go with her then.
Yeah. Or wait, should we do this next episode when it kicks in?
Oh yeah!
This is a big choice.
Oh god, yeah, let's do
Yeah.
this.
So that's been a long one. Thanks
God.
for bearing with that.
Yeah.
Insane poem, bad reading. My dialect reading was so bad that one, so thanks very much for bearing with me.
Yeah, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Bye.